What's up, guys? So, it's a real, I've studied this a little bit, and according to astrology, there's certain signs and people that, are more on the dreamy side of things. Like, they have a side of them that other people, that certain other signs don't get. And I don't know, the deeper subconscious stuff with this. But what I do know is that, with me, I'm one of those signs that, or types of people that dreams a lot. I tend to daydream. I kind of just sit there and give me a lemon, and I'll have some way of viewing the yellow in the lemon, and then seeing that, and then you know that's not a good example, but I'm kind of a daydreamer. So here's the deeper layer to that, which will make more sense, is this will also manifest in school or the office or certain jobs and things like that, where certain people are just okay doing the lamest of lame things, and they don't have the motivation to change it. But they do have the motivation to do those things. Does that make any sense? So hand them like a big packet. Hand them like a big old packet full of stuff. It was insanely bad. In school, they just throw this thick, big packet, just right there. They just throw this huge packet, and every time, oh, you're joking. And for me, the funny part was, I knew I wasn't going to do it. I was only scared of the shame the teacher would give me, and the fact that there was another 45 minutes or an hour left in that class, and then I had another 6 hours to go, and then and then me and some wild boys would go, go hang out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then go ahead and hang on a Friday, Friday night, skip homework. And I don't know I guess that those people just went home and did it for the next 2 hours, because we'd hang out till 8 p.m. Terrible. I mean, not terrible at all, actually. Really not terrible at all. That's very subconscious. Sneaky. Very sneaky. But, yeah, a little hazy little dream there, but just, whew. So these people that are not dreamers or daydreamers, and people that like to escape, people that do not like escapism, they usually have a whole philosophy how people like me should not be able to do drugs. And in a way, they don't know it. I don't think they know it, or they do. Probably a combination of things. But they'll believe they won't know that they're violating my right to a pursuit of happiness. They won't know that, or they do, and they're just being shitty on purpose. But it's not even about just doing hard drugs, just doing them. I don't know why people think that you just do them. Why do you do them? It's oh my God, why? Do you know how boring some people are? Oh my God. Oh God, the way school is set up, oh my God. Talk about a recipe for depression. Except for those people that just know how to grime it out. Or people with an Adderall prescription or something like that. But the amount of packets, oh my God, it's insane. Do you understand? Insane. So, hello. Peace sign. So this is talking about those types of people This may apply to you. I don't have like the official like right words to say here, but just some people are more daydreamers. They like to escape. They like escapism. They probably like a certain music. They probably like just doper things. And that's just like that. When you get around someone who's a lame, just using common sense, man, like usually the person, it's direct correlation with them being a huge rat. Does that make any sense? They never, that same person will be like the biggest goody two shoes, which will be cool because they'll like help you out in the, usually if you're in trouble, but any little thing you do wrong, they'll just instantly report it, and they're just like, duh, we'll take that as data and just go report it like a machine. Like, so I'm a little bit hard on these people. If things in the certain environment, certain time and place, like I would give these people a harder time. I kind of got to get around people first, and then they can get to know me a little bit better. So they might say like, well, I saw you and you just kind of walked by, you didn't even do anything. It's like, well, yeah, at freaking Quick Trip, I was in there grabbing a Monster Energy because I'm a monster. I'm a fucking monster. So, depression versus happiness. I won't even say expression. Depression versus expression. I'll say depression versus happiness. Man, the right to a pursuit of happiness, specifically certain people, it shouldn't even be all, it just should be more philosophical in the court system. Like, it shouldn't even be all like, oh, some people get this like really edgy, like little thin layer where they can kind of maybe get an Adderall prescription, maybe, and if they screw it up, they'll lose it. Maybe if the doctor lets them, then they can have some Adderall, Not like that. It shouldn't even be like that. Just using common sense. The people that don't like to do drugs, they don't need to just curse the whole thing. Like, just let it happen. You know how they'll be all like, well, we're scared of high people. We don't like seeing a high person. It worries us. Like, what? Like, no. Like, that's lame. That's lame. Those people, like, I don't know. They'll like be viewing the artwork of what like you're doing, what you're getting into, depending on like how you do it, right? And like sculpting the body. Okay, so let's show you just something here. Okay, let's see how I'm looking. See how the old arms are looking. It's not good lighting, but yeah, anyways. So yeah, like, I think all that's like legitimate, you gotta let people have like their fun. It really, like, when it comes down to the courts, like, this is like something that's, it's really, this is a really, really, really weird, but I'm not even going to say any names, but there's a specific names that gets into like Bilderberg or Bilderberger, Bilderberger, Bilderberg, I don't know. Bilderberger, oh my god. Anyways, there's like the Rothschilds. There's just specific things, like people that like hide technologies from the masses. They hide information from the masses. So it leads towards like people like me who are like, it's like the new thing where it's like I might not even have all this stuff, but I'm like semi in the Illuminati. Like somewhat in the Illuminati just for what I know about. You don't have to ask. Like, look at certain drugs like marijuana. Like, you don't have to ask. Like this is like, to me, that is like, should it be legal? Oh my god. Oh my God. Right? Right. Yes, it should be illegal. I'll take the mallet and be like, yes, it should be illegal. If I was the judge. If I was the judge here, I'd get up there and be like, yes, it should be illegal. I like do a huge pause and like, I'd be like, I'd slowly pour the glass of water. I'd be like, hang on. And it'd be all dope. I'd just like pour some water and then be like, I'm really thirsty today. Take forever with that shit. And then finally be like, my tie. And be like, yes, it should be illegal. It's a rather fringe self-help movement. Some self-help video behind the scenes. I'll go look it up. Raise your standards. Like, raise your standards in life. Raise your standards. Oh my gosh. Be a better person. Always getting on people's case behind the scenes. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. Anyways, that's just comedy. It's like popcorn at the movies. All right. So yeah, we'll call this the so like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, the right to pursuit of happiness is really like a situation, because it's a big thing I've seen, and that's the whole energy every single time. You get okay, so like you get around people who just have these ways of like, no matter how good the day's going, you're gonna have to have the strength to stay happy around them, because their main focus is like how to drain the energy or something like that. Like yeah, like literally, sorry, I was itching my eye. Literally, like I don't know if they know it or not, but they have these certain barriers and things where I value success as like psychedelia and other shit like that. Like how to like someone that's done a lot of Molly or something. Like I view it all as like the more connections I make in a real kind of way, not like not some artificial, just who knows. You can't like completely like describe it just to people that don't to people that just, man, they just have like a certain denial going on. A certain denial. They just have a certain denial. And they'll be far past me in their own version of success. Does that make any sense? This person is the person that did every single packet in all of school. I did about 2 packets total in all of school. 2 packets. Does that make any sense? I don't think I'm kidding. So to say there's some trolls out there, little stuff like this, little data bugs, data drugs, data thugs. Okay. Alright, so that's real shit. Real shit. Some of you guys out there are a bunch of judgmental fucks. Okay. Let's be real. Alright? I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. Regular Michael. I'd like a number 2, please. Just regular, medium size. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. There's a lot of drama and tension between me and the neighbors. That's super toxic. Don't even get me started. They've seen some wild things in their time. But we lived here before anyone else, so it doesn't even... It's like the most old money house in Shawnee. We lived here since 1998. I've lived in this house since 1998. It's like some super old money guy. Right? But again, like this grading system would always tell you, well, no, you didn't do this, so you're equivalent to this. It's like, oh my God. When I see like cues that I like with people, I just follow up. Like if they, it just flows, and then it's just gonna make sense. Like, so if they're cool, then I can tell they have an open energy, then maybe I'll just ask them to hang out. And then it's really this real thing where, like, if they say no, then I had to slowly piece that together as a young adult. Like, that doesn't mean anything. It could, like, for all I know, that person's like, that's on them. That's their own mistake. You know, like if they, sorry about that. I didn't mean to flip out the camera. I was just going for an itch. 1 second. Blue Hunnits. Literally, like, the amount of work people will put in, like, collectively with the law. You know how I know this? It'll seem like one thing, it'll seem all chill when I'm talking to certain people, and then you face, like, a cell. Like, you go to jail over the long dick of the law. Buddy, picture, like, a good old black baton. Just a long, good old long dick of the law. He's just piping it along, you know, just. Oh, is this that one cigarette that I dipped in the acid? That was terrible. But that's how bad I am on the acid. I don't like acid. All thumbing through, all corny. Like thumbing through my page, like it's all like. That's weird, because you guys were. That's weird. Oh, that's coincidences. Well, that's weird, because you guys were all hanging out. That's weird. I'm kind of stuck in a homeschool. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. So it was a coincidence. Seems like you guys were into some dirty stuff. That's our kink, right? I love Mill Valley. I was trying to break the bank. It's that heat. It's the word gets out like, oh, you know, oh, right? He's out there clearly high. Oh my gosh. What? No, I'm not I. No. Who told you that? Like, oh my gosh. Like the boringest thing, right? So, am I the only one? Let's take a second here. Is school boring? And is boredom just the higher truth to reality? Is just boredom, man, just face it. Just face it. Or is it literally this thing where they're like trying to make it boring which is my whole suspicion. Is, oh my God, there's people who they're being boring on purpose. Whoever the hell is literally designing these packets. You notice how old the math books and everything is? How old? It'll be from like 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. And it's probably like one of those prescriptions like a Zoloft or Wellbutrin or Lexapro, where like technically it costs like $500, $750 for a pill. For a math book, they probably charge you like $500 for a math book. And then they get you like some government thing where you get it for free. But a math book probably costs like $700 for one math book, you know. Just see, it just starts there. Someone originally designed the system a certain way. I don't know how to just spit out all the details onto you, but it's just pretty cringy. And that's okay with me, or at least it would be. What? Nice save, huh? Nice save. I literally, that was real. I turned into like a sarcasm fall, and then I actually fell, and then I had to like hustle my way, you know. So yeah, it's been a long night. All right, guys, it's been 30 minutes. Time to tune out. How thick. Just regular Michael. Regular Michael. All right, guys. Peace out. Little two-step. Like this. So without taking it seriously. I've had that happen where like I just eat a burger at where I work at, and then it's like a whole thing. Some girl there is like, wait, he said he's vegetarian and he's eating a burger over there on break. And it's like, oh my God. And it's like my first day. I just happened to be eating a burger, and she asked me and I was vegetarian. She sees me eat a burger. She thinks I'm a huge fucking liar, right? No, like I will prove her wrong. Give me like a week. She'll see all the breaks, and then it'll come around. That's annoying. I'll eat vegetarian. I just eat meat. Like, your brain changes when you go vegetarian. Ape theory, right? I'm not even gonna get into that one. Thumbing through all corny. Yeah, they just hit me with like these teeter-totter seesaw, you know, games. It's just, no matter what, they're gonna believe whatever the hell they're gonna believe. So back to my point, some of you guys on the internet are a bunch of judgmental. Right? It just, okay, so I guess that's just super weird of me to be like that. The fact that I'm like, you know what I mean? The whole, just, it's not about like trying to be cool. That doesn't make any sense. Some of us just like can't do boring. Is that, how am I going to face all these outcomes when like a lot of this stuff, like the inner work is there. Like the meditation and stuff like that is there with me. I give up. I don't know. Am I just intelligent or something? Starts there. Someone decides they're king. Someone decides they're intelligent. Why is that an issue? I think that's part of intelligence, actually, is if someone decides or states that they think they're smart, you just let them think they're smart. You don't have a raging issue with the fact they think they're smart. Does that make any sense? You just, if they say they're smart, you don't go, oh my God, no, they think they're smart. If someone thinks they're smart, just let them have that confidence. Maybe they're training in the process of training their subconscious. I don't know, guys. I'm trying here. fill in the gap. All the above, greater. Welcome back, riders. Welcome back, riders. All right, peace.